after listening to the Minister for Finance and his responses and his proposals, whilst he is talking about expenditure cut, he also insisted that they are going to spend on growth areas and social spending. That can only be a contradiction. Our immediate response to the Honorable Minister of Finance is to state emphatically and unequivocally that he's lost touch with reality. He is not in tune with the state of the Ghanaian economy. Our economy today is one that reflects nothing less than a cost of living crisis and a cost of doing business crisis, both for citizens and for businesses who are unable to cope with the measures so announced by the Honorable Minister for Finance. We do not find his proposed measures adequate enough. We need certainty and clarity. If you had an expenditure approval of 145 billion, we expect that you tell us that I want to cut 45 billion out of the 145, and we know that this is your commitment. 20% of this, 10% of that. We are still not certain how much expenditure cut he intends to undertake. His measures does not respond to a country which is debt distress. Our debt is simply not sustainable. We are told that an additional 45 billion have been added to our interest payment for the first quarter of this year. Where is he going to raise that money, even with an expenditure cut of about 31 billion, when he already had a deficit of not less than 6.9 billion? He must come properly. On the matter of foreign exchange, he was silent on it. All we heard is that some 2 billion cedis will be brought, 2 billion US dollars will be brought in. That is not enough. We need to have a national conversation on how to increase and expand our exports and reduce imports and stop these knee-jerk responses to exchange rate falls. When the chairman of the economic management team, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, said that he has the key to arrest the depreciation of the dollar, he probably thought that it was as easy as stopping a trotro from Wulugu to Savulugu. It was as easy to stop depreciation of the cedi. He thought it was as easy as stopping a trotro from Wulugu to Savulugu just on the roadside. These are not easy measures. So I thank you very much. The ranking member and deputy ranking will respond appropriately to the text, but we do not find the measures adequate enough to deal with a country which is in debt distress. We do not find the measures enough, which is increasing the cost of doing business for Ghanaian businesses, in particular importers who rely on forex to be able to do their business. So his responses is woefully inadequate for an economy which they have inflicted a rising cost of living and rising cost of doing business.